estimate your payments, nice, value your trade-in, and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Final time here tonight. Lady Owls with a 82-42 victory. Tatum Schmierbach, 18 points and 8 rebounds. Brooke Anderson, a career-high 12. Kennedy Toll hit a pair of threes, 12 points and 5 rebounds for her. Josie Remus played 19 minutes, scored 10 tonight. And Tech got 8 from Alexis Selquist. As everybody played and nearly everyone scored. Tech finishes the night 51% from the field, 33 of 65. They hold Northwest at 26% shooting, just 12 out of 45. Tech with a 46-26 edge on the glass. We'll do it again tomorrow. Tip-off is set for 3 o'clock. Evergreen State is in town. Joy Lee's Coaches Show. That is at 2:30. We hope that you will join us for that. We'll come back on 92.5 KLAD as the men's game. About 15 minutes or so away. I'll have more on this game over there. Your final again, Lady Owls 82, Northwest 42. I'm Mike Safford, reminded each and every one of you, don't just have a great day, make it a great day. Tech with a win. On to the men's game.
Cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
Start the new year out with over $45,000 in cash and prizes at Clomoya Casino. The top prize climbs each week at our Wintertime Money Lift Friday drawings. Win up to $5,000 on January 31st. Win up to a 65-inch TV and $100 cash at the Football Fever Frenzy Hot Seats. And up to $250 free play at the Fortune Free Play Kiosk. Only at Clomoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Back here courtside at Danny Miles Court, Mike Safford with you here on 92.5 KLAD. As Oregon Tech, the Lady Owls just picked up a victory against Northwest University, 82-42, and now it's a chance for the men's team to try and follow suit. If you were following along with us over on 104.3 and 960 Sports, dominating performance by the OIT women. They forced 28 turnovers. They turned that into 31 points. You're going to win a lot of basketball games if you put up numbers like that. More importantly for Tech, they were able to convert on the night 51% of their field goals. So on the women's side, Tech improves on the year to 9-3, and more importantly for them, they are now 5-1 in Cascade Conference play. As the men's game getting set here, I'm trying to get things set up for the men's game. It's never an easy thing when the women's game takes so long. There were so many fouls that were called in that women's game tonight, and so it really put us a little bit behind the eight ball. But talking about this one, for the Hustlin' Owls, the big key tonight to try to continue, especially with the defensive pressure that they have used as of late. And that has been a huge key for Tech, being able to clamp down on the defensive end. We saw that especially in the second half of the last two games that they have played. Tech against Bushnell in the second half limited the Beacons to just 27% in the first half, or second half of that one. And then at Corbin the other night, just 36%. You do that more often than not, and good things are definitely going to happen. And for the Hustlin' Owls, seeing the success on the defensive end is something that Justin Parnell is very pleased with his club, and it's something that as the year continues to go on, you'll see Tech, try to do a few different things potentially, but on that defensive end, it has really improved over the last month or so of the season. This is a Northwest University team that comes in tonight down a few players. Their top big, Tay Aubrey Thomas, not in uniform tonight. He's 6'8", 315. We talked about him a lot in the open, so he is not with the team today. Also not with them is another guy who's started some games, and that's Devin Wade Henderson. And so a couple guys in that head coach Rick Skeen has to replace in the lineup tonight. In fact, they're going to start Micaiah Hagan. He stands at 6'8", but he's averaging just 4 minutes a contest. So we'll see if that makes a difference or not in this contest. For Oregon Tech, trying to get to 9 wins, try to stay pace in the Cascade Conference race. We'll get you a look at those standings when we come back. We are counting down to tip-off. We're going to start a little late once again here at Danny Miles Court. After the Lady Owls with a 40-point win, men's game coming up. We're still probably a good 10 to 15 minutes from tip-off here from Danny's house.
There is a quiet epidemic happening. Male depression and suicide are on the rise, but men are not encouraged to talk about it. Instead, they hear phrases like, be a man up, boys don't cry. These statements imply that men cannot express emotion or become hurt. Yet 8 out of 10 suicides in the United States are male. It's okay to talk about it. If you feel the need to talk to someone about your mental health or thoughts of suicide, call or text 988. The Crisis and Suicide Lifeline is available 24/7.
Elsewhere tonight around the Cascade Conference, 3 games in the evening session. 2 have already gone in the books. As I look to see the final scores on the women's side to make sure those are posted as well. Finals on the on the men's side today. It was Warner Pacific outlasting Walla Walla 83-79. It's a game in which Walla Walla had a 4-point lead inside the final 3 minutes. But it was Warner Pacific getting a couple big plays late from their veteran leaders. Yeah, got a 4-point play, added a 3-pointer with about 10 seconds left, and they grinded out a victory at home, 83-79, as Warner Pacific moves to 2-4 in conference play. LC rebounded from a loss against College of Idaho. They win at Multnomah 90-72, a game that was not close. Lewis Clark State now 6-1 in Cascade Conference play. The one game going on right now, that's College of Idaho and Corbin. They are midway through the second half, and the Corbin defense keeping them in it. They're tied 40-40. They're in Caldwell, so a potential upset of the only unbeaten team in the Cascade Conference. That is College of Idaho, at least at this point in the season. Other games yet to start. That is Eastern Oregon playing host to Bushnell, and Southern Oregon is taking on Evergreen State. We'll see the Gooeyes tomorrow night right here at Danny Miles Court. Northwest 2-9 on the year. They have played the majority of their conference games at home. In fact, where Oregon Tech has played 4 of 5 on the road to start league play, Northwest has played 4 of 5 at home, and they're just 1-3 in those home games. Scoring the basketball has been the thing that has been a struggle for the Eagles. 41% field goal percentage, 58% free throw percentage, averaging 15 turnovers a game, whereas Tech on the year leads the league at 52% shooting-wise, making nearly 70% of their field goals, and ranks second in fewest turnovers a game at just 10.1. And we talked with Justin Parnell about the Jekyll and Hyde Northwest team. The fact that they have lost at Evergreen State, but they have won at Carroll College. And they have played everyone tight in league play, as all 4 of their league losses have been by 12 points or less. Tech all-time against Northwest in league play. Here at home, 27-1 all-time against the Eagles. Couple numbers to look at. Cam Osborne, 41 points away from getting to the 1,000 mark in his career. Keegan Shivers, he sits 24 made 3-pointers away from Bob Townsend's all-time record of 279 made threes in a career. And Jackson Cooper coming off that monster game that he had at Corbin a couple Saturdays ago. 16 points and 13 rebounds, and Coop off the bench has just been a dominant force, averaging 12 points and 6 rebounds per ball game. You look at the starters for Oregon Tech tonight, nothing changes. It's the same 5 that started almost every game last year, let alone this season. Jamison Guerra, the league leader in assists at the point, 14 points and nearly 7 assists a game. And Guerra in the top 10 in the league in points scored, assists, field goal percentage, and 3-point percentage. Cam Osborne ranks 3rd in the league in free throw percentage at 90%. He's averaging 13 points and 3 rebounds, a grad student from Prairie High in Vancouver. Eric Fraser, 9 points, 6 rebounds a game, had a career on 11 rebounds in that win at Corbin a few weeks back. He is a senior from Grant High in Portland. Keegan Shivers 14 points in the win at Corbin, 13 points and 6 boards for the kid from Wilsonville. Blake Jensen gets the call in the middle. The Sherwood High grad, 11 points and 5 rebounds. Last year on the road at Northwest, had one of his best games as a collegiate with 20 points and 12 rebounds. Northwest starters a little different tonight. Nash Wobrock is their leading scorer, 13 points and 5 rebounds. Stands at 6'5". Trent Williams, kind of the swing man for them. 6'2" junior from University Place, Washington, went to Curtis High School, who's had some pretty good basketball players over the years. Shane McGahee-Fick starts at one of the wings. 6' senior from Edmonds, Washington, a transfer from my alma mater, Pacific Lutheran. Rasheed Potter will start at a wing, 6'5" junior from Tracy, California. 6 points and 3 rebounds a game for him. And again, the post tonight is Micaiah Hagan, a 6'8" sophomore from Tampa, Florida, where I was just 2 days ago. Spent a lot of time at the airport there because our flight was delayed, but Micaiah Hagan averaging 4 points a game in 7 of Northwest's 11 contests this season. Tonight is the 58th all-time meeting between these two clubs, and Tech has dominated the all-time series 46-11. Again, Oregon Tech 8-3 on the year, 4-1 in Cascade Conference play, and they will take on Northwest University and head coach Rick Skeen in his 3rd year, 2-9 on the year and 1-4 in league counters. Again, as I mentioned, the other games going on will monitor Corbin at College of Idaho, Bushnell at Eastern Oregon, and Evergreen State is at Southern Oregon. The Lady Owls have already picked up a victory here today. We'll see if the Oregon Tech men can answer the bell and try to pick up their 4th win in a row. We've got that call for the national anthem. We'll have that when we return. Scott Allen will have our introductions. Live here from Danny Miles Court on 92.5 KLAD.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Every year, Oregon Tech enrolls our next generation of graduates in engineering, health sciences, technology, business, and more, with the highest median starting salary of any college or university in Oregon. Now's your time at Oregon Tech.
Our national anthem here from Danny Miles Court. And now the PA voice, Scott Allen with our Lithia starting 5s.
Welcome once again to the Oregon Institute of Technology. This is Cascade Collegiate Conference Basketball. It's time for the Say Yes to Adventure Lithia Chrysler Team Dodge and Ram starting lineups. We begin by welcoming the visitors from Kirkland, Washington, the Eagles of Northwest University. Starting at forward is a 6'5" senior from Porterville, California, number 1, Nash Wolfram. At guard, a 6'2" junior from University Place, Washington, number 5, Trent Williams. At guard, a 6-foot junior from Edmonds, Washington, number 10, Shane McGahee-Fick. At guard, a 6'5" junior from Tracy, California, number 24, Rasheed Potter. At forward, a 6'8" sophomore from Tampa, Florida, number 32, Micaiah Hagan. The Eagles are coached by head coach Rick Skeen. He's assisted by Adam Lynch, Lake Anderson, Dante Lewis, Chris Edward, Richard Stevens, and Zachary Townsend. for tonight's three-time NAIA national champion Hustler Now Lithia starting five. At guard, the 6-foot senior All-American, Sherwood, Oregon, number 2, Jamison Guerra. At guard, a 6'1" graduate student from Vancouver, Washington, number 3, Cam Osborne. At guard, a 6'4" senior from the Rose City of Portland, Oregon, number 5, Eric Frazier. At guard, a 6'5" senior, Wilsonville, Oregon, 23, Keegan Shivers. And at forward, the 6'7" senior, Sherwood, Oregon, 31, Blake Jensen.
There's our starting
Your Hustler
fives.
Nows are coached by head coach Justin Parnell.
For Oregon
He's assisted
Tech,
by Mitchell
it's the
Fink
same that
and
they've
Paul
had for
Poach.
nearly 3
Welcome,
years.
NAIA officials for
Guerra,
tonight's
Osborne, Fraser,
contest.
Shivers, and Jensen.
Robbie
Northwest with
Sesania,
Robrock along with
Daryl
Williams,
Holland,
McGee,
and
Fick,
Scott Clark.
Potter, and
Oregon
McCann.
Tech.
We're set for basketball.
It's game
Official
time.
tonight is Robbie Sesania. Seen Robbie officiate a lot of high school football games this fall. Does a great job wherever he goes. Tech in the home whites, Northwest in navy tops with white numerals. The tap going to be controlled by Tech. We're underway. So it'll be Jamison Guerra to work, it looks like, against man pressure. Length all across the floor for Northwest.
Foul
As
call.
Cam Osborne tried to turn the corner
Northwest, number
against
10, McGahee Fick
McGahee
with
Fick.
the reach.
Whistle called and a foul called, a body foul on the Northwest
Oregon Tech will
University
inbound on the side.
senior. And the officials will determine whether or not the shot clock should be reset or not. As shot clock courtside decides to put 20 on the board. And so that's where we're at. Ball gets inbounded. Near corner to Shivers. He'll attack inside against McGahee Fick. Got it knocked away. As it was quick hands that time by McGahee Fick. Come out of backcourt. Skip it near sideline. Goes to Potter, and then right back to McGahee Fick. Now outside, Wobrock steps into a three. In and out, no good. And a rebound will go to OIT. As it was in the hands of Blake Jensen, got knocked away by an Eagles player and out of bounds. Wobrock last year had 16 in the game here in Klamath Falls that Tech won by 11. Off a screen at the near sideline, works Cam Osborne. Left-hand dribble, gets cut off there. They'll throw it to the high post and Jamison Guerra. Near sideline to Shivers, well outside the arc. Now Fraser trying to get his first touch, catches near the center circle on an overplay. Throw it back to the far corner where Guerra's just going to steady, launch a three, and hit a three.
Guerra for
Part of the
three.
game this year that Jamison Guerra has excelled at. A career 28% three-point shooter, making 47% of his threes this year. And it's 3-0 Tech early on. It'll be McGahee Fick, far sideline. They get it to Wobrock. He tries to get underneath, spins a wild shot up. No. And the rebound goes in the hands of Tech. Up floor comes Jamison Guerra. He'll attack it all the way in, draw contact, and he's going to the line.
Foul call.
The contact will
Northwest
go
24.
against
Rashid Potter
Rasheed
with a
Potter,
personal. First personal
junior
for
from
Potter.
Tracy, California,
Second team
transferring
foul
from Merritt
for
College.
the Eagles. At the
Jamison
line for
Guerra to the
Oregon
line.
Tech, Jamison
Part of the
Guerra.
game that Guerra struggled
shooting
with
two.
over the last month or so. Ever since that Southern Oregon game, but chance here for Guerra to get a good start early on. As his free throw up and rattles out, no good. It was a good looking free throw, just didn't finish. 3-0 Tech early on, 90 seconds in. Square's second one. That one looked real good. 4 for him. And Tech with an early lead. They'll show a little quarter court pressure. Working across the timeline is Shane McGay-Fick from Edmonds, Washington. Throws it to the high post, caught there by Wobrock. Skip it back to the far corner. 3 by Williams, up and in. Worked against the defense
Williams
that time,
with
and
a
Wobrock
three-point
found the
basket.
shooter, and Williams hit the triple. For 3 the score. Williams on the season, a 31% three-point shooter. Along the high post, works Jamison Guerra. He'll take it all the way to the basket. No one picks him up.
Jamison
Easy.
Guerra.
Jamison Guerra has the first 6 for Oregon Tech. They lead 6-3. Again, guard play is exactly what Justin Parnell said. Tech has the advantage in tonight. Wobrock at the high post, drives in, double team, spins through the pressure, forced up a shot. A nice move by Nash Wobrock. 6-5 the score. Tech comes right back the other way. A nice pass to Fraser after the baseball pass by Guerra to Jensen, who left it off for the cutting Eric Fraser, and he scores. 8-5 Tech. They've hit their first 3 field goals. Potter has it outside the arc at the hash mark, working against Keegan Shivers. Works off a ball screen set by Hagan. He'll drive in, try to force some contact, and before the shot is put up, I think traveling's gonna be called, and it is. Potter, I think, took 4 steps, didn't get the whistle. Rick Seen didn't like it at the other end. Tech forces the first turnover. And now they've got the possession, leading 8-5 early on. Our sideline, it's Shivers. Attacks to the free throw line. Tried to slip something inside. Threw it right in the hands of Micaiah Hagan. In transition comes Potter. Uses a right-hand dribble. Bounces it to Wobrock right at the high post. They'll reverse it back to the near sideline and Williams. Williams, bounce pass into the far corner. Caught there by Potter. Potter, 1 dribble, 2 dribbles, turns, elevates, launches, and hits a long 2. Right over the outstretched hand of Keegan Shivers, and it's 8-7. Eric Fraser right back the other way, attacks the basket, fades away on the block. His turnaround jumper won't roll. And the rebound goes to Northwest, first miss of the night for Tech. In transition, it's Hagan. He'll drive all the way in, leave it off for the trailer. And that's McGay-Fick. He'll set between the rings and wait, run some clock. 15 to shoot for the Eagles. A lefty bounce pass near side, step back long 3, no good this time for Williams. And a rebound to Shivers. Bounce it to the hands of Jamison Guerra. He'll drive all the way in, spin, throw it back to Shivers. An extra pass. Eric Fraser's alone. His 3 is good. Shivers could have taken the 3, didn't. Eric Fraser, the long ball, 5 from him early on, and it's 11-7. Jackson Cooper to come in next whistle. Our sideline, it's Wobrock. He'll body his way in with a left. Put up a shot off the window and home. Nash Wobrock converting 46% of his field goals on the years. Tech rushed it up floor. It was kept alive by Blake Jensen. Now Cam Osborne waits for a screen. Comes off it, turns the corner. Cam right down the middle of the lane. And what's the call? They said no foul. He lost the ball out of bounds. And it'll be an Oregon Tech turnover. Cam can't believe it. Both teams to sub. Grant Toll on along with Jackson Cooper. Justin Parnell told me that Grant was going to get the call early in the game. Northwest has brought Caleb Whalen on, along with Dominic Wilson, and also Manuel Zapata. Zapata had a couple big games against Tech, catches far corner. They'll skip a pass over the defense, and they're going to say it was last touched by whom? They say they'll say it was Cam Osborne and they got the touch. They'll stay at Northwest end with 10 to shoot. 11-9 Tech. Here in the 5 minutes in. It'll be Whalen, junior from Arroyo Grande, California, spins his way into the paint. Step back, fades away, misses. Rebound to Grant Toll, the junior. Now it's Jackson Cooper to the corner. Driving the baseline, Cam Osborne forced it up, no, but a foul's called. Cam gonna go to the stripe. And the foul will be called on Williams. It'll be his first. And free throw set to come for Cam Osborne, a 90% free thrower on the year. So the Free throw here for Osborne. Yet to score tonight. He averages 13 a ball game. And his free throw up and rims in. Used almost all of the rim on that one. Northwest going to go to their bench. Rixey not afraid to use the bench. Potter to the bench. In comes Philip Magosa. Second one is good for Osborne. Talking about Grant Toll playing early. Said he has been working so hard in practice, he deserves to get a few more minutes. Bounce pass goes to the high post. Caught there by Wilson. Squares up on Toll as he backs his way into the lane. Bounce it inside and an overplay and a steal. Nice job that time for Tech. It was Jensen with the overplay. And after a pileup between Guerra and Jensen along with Grant Toll, Tech finally with a basketball. Jackson Cooper, high post, leading by 4. Into the hands of Cam Osborne. He'll work off a ball screen at the high post with 10 to shoot. He'll just step into a long-range three, front iron, no. Rebound underneath, and which way will it go? They'll say to Oregon Tech. So Tech with the offensive rebound. They'll get it there. Osborne out. Also out comes Cooper. In for Tech, Shivers, and Jay Elmore. And the inbound pass goes to Grant Toll. The lefty's going to body his way to the basket and draw a foul. That's why they put Grant Toll in there. Probably not been scouted much. And we'll see who the foul is going to go on. It's going to go against Williams, which will be his second. And we've got the under 14 timeouts. We'll take it with him. 14 minutes exactly left here in the first half. It's 13-9 Tech. We're back after this.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
Games in progress around the league. Southern Oregon early on an 11-5 lead over Evergreen State. Early on, Eastern Oregon and Bushnell. Eastern leading midway through the first half, 16-12. And College of Idaho and Corbin. That ball game, Corbin a 6-point lead, 3 minutes left. That defense for Corbin is working. Trying to spin the upset, trying to end C of I's long home conference win streak. As the free throw by Toll up and good. The last team to beat C of I at home was Corbin. It's 5 years ago. Grant Toll into the scorebook. One more to come for him. And that one no good. The rebound goes to Zapata. Whalen, Magosa out there. Nash Wobrock has returned as he's replaced Wilson. Near sideline. Works Whalen. And a whistle inside, and it's going to go on Grant Toll. So Toll picks up the whistle. And for Tech, their first team foul. 14-9 the Hustlin' Owls lead on Road Credit Union, $1 popcorn night. They were making popcorn at 3 o'clock today. So Wobrock takes the inbound. He's doubled. They'll reverse it outside the arc. Whalen back to the corner where Wobrock tries a three. Threw it off the side of the backboard, no good. In transition, Tech throws it away. And at the other end, an easy layup in transition. Good for Magosa. As Jackson Cooper tried to get it into the hands of Jamison Guerra and didn't realize the player was there. So Magosa, the benefactor of it. 14-11. As Toll has it near angle. He's going to body his way in. Grant turns, scores on the block. Grant Toll getting a basket early on. And now a whistle. And Rick Skeen wants a 30-second timeout, so we'll take it with him. 13 minutes left here in the first half at 16-11. We're back after this.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Come out of the timeout, 13:01 left. We had our first replay review during that moment. As Rick Skeen asked him, hey, Grant Toll lowered an elbow. Was it a flagrant? And Robbie Cesena and Rick Batzel came over, said no. Tech is brought back in Osborne and Fraser. The lead is 6, or I should say the lead is 5 as they lob inside, trying to catch to Zapata. Turns inside and scores. The big man from Spain gets the lob, and it's 16-13. As Tech goes right inside to Jackson Cooper. Coop bodies his way in, fakes one way, comes back the other, missed the runner, but the rebound stays at this end. As Cooper heeled the rim and off, but it was Zapata who could not hang on to it. And Tech, though, able to get the rebound. Couple substitutes for Northwest. Wilson back in along with Hagan. Off the inbound pass, it goes to Jay Elmore, well outside the arc to Cam Osborne. Osborne surveying the scene. Will work off a Cooper pick, throw it back inside. Cooper catches, spins his way in, works against Hagan. Jump stop, has to lob it back out with 7 to shoot. Now right back inside. Cooper turns, right hand jump hook, no. And a rebound to the visitors. It was Potter. Good interior defense by Northwest that time. Cooper missing a pair of bunnies. It's Potter far sideline. Drives in, step back Jay, off the mark, no good. Keegan Shivers the rebound for Oregon Tech. It'll be Osborne to run the floor this time. They get it to Shivers at the high post. Keegan right through the middle of the lane. A lot of contact as he drove to the basket. No foul. Rebound went to the hands of Eric Fraser, and he will go to the line. The contact is called on Micaiah Kagan, but Shivers got hammered on that. Didn't get the credit of the call. Nonetheless, free throws coming here for Eric Fraser. 5 for him early on. Guerra also has 6 early points for the Hustlin' Owls, who lead 16-13. As free throw up by Eric Fraser, up and home. One more for him. As back in for Northwest comes McGay Fick, as he will replace Whalen. Both teams hitting 50% of their field goals. Tech 17, Northwest 13. Second one is good, 18-13 the score. As up the middle of the floor works McGay Fick. Stops the dribble, 25 feet from the basket, and gives it back to the hands of Potter. And reverse it back into the hands of McGay Fick, working the far sideline. Works off a pick set by Wilson, out of the high post to Micaiah Hagan. Give it right back to McGay Fick. Off a screen, it's Magosa, launches a 3, missed it. Shivers the rebound for Oregon Tech. Keegan Shivers leads the break down the right sideline. He'll cross over, go right through the middle of the traffic, and this time Keegan goes down hard. Shiv's going to go to the line as the foul is going to go against Wilson. 18-13 the score as Keegan Shivers Over 1,300 points in his career, nearing the 1,400 point mark as his free throw is good. Northwest back to their bench as they just keep rotating players in and out. Slowing the tempo down. Shivers got one more. First point of the night for Keegan. He's going to join a rare company having 1,400 points and 700 rebounds in a career when it's all said and done, as Tech has their largest lead of the night at 20-13. And as they come up for a whistle blown inside. I say Cooper pushed off inside. It's Jay Elmore to the bench, and back in comes Jamison Guerra. Tech with their largest lead at 7. It's the inbound pass from Zapata. Out of the hands of McGavick, they go to the free throw line, and a whistle away from the ball called on Northwest. They're going to say that Wilson, Dominic Wilson, junior from San Francisco, is called for a push-off. Wilson averaging just a point per game in 7 contests, as they have gone deep into their bench early in this contest. Guerra has it at the high post. Double team there. Works out of the double team, keeps the dribble alive. As he's going to back Wilson to the basket. Fake one way, step back, put a fadeaway shot off glass, missed it. Rebound tipped all the way out into the hands of Osborne, who finds Keegan Shivers for a 3. Shiv with a long ball, 23-13 Tech. That was good ball movement. Whalen has it far sideline. Skip pass over the defense. A 3 by Potter, can't go. Shivers the rebound for Tech. Long outlet pass goes to Fraser. Tech running the lanes. Fraser goes all the way in, gets mauled. And free throws are coming for Tech. Northwest is over the limit already. The foul is called on Whalen. It'll be his first, and Eric Fraser set to come to the line. Blake Jensen back in. That means Cooper sitting down. Wilson to the bench, and Wilbrock back in for the visitors from Kirkland, Washington. Nice crowd here again tonight for Dollar Popcorn Night. Tech leading the NAI in attendance. And another great crowd here today. Bonus opportunity for Eric Fraser. Free throw on the way and good. 24-13 Tech. Fraser has 8 tonight. Season high 19 at University of Providence. And he knocked home both. The 9 leads all scorers, and it's 25-13 OIT. They pick up a little quarter-court pressure out of backcourt. Potter able to get it across the timeline. He'll reverse it to McGavick along the near sideline. They'll lob it right to the head of the key. Caught there by Potter. Now outside the arc, it's Whalen who launches from 3, missed it. Rebound goes to Blake Jensen. Up floor, it's Guerra. Waits for the trailer. No, he'll leave it off into the hands of Osborne. Osborne with a left hand keeps the dribble alive. He'll lower his shoulder, drive all the way in, put up a high arcing shot, and it's good. You can't believe he wasn't going to the line to try to complete a 3-point play, but Osborne converts. Give him 4 on the night. 27-13. Zapata inside. He's doubled. Tries to find the cutter inside, and it's stolen away. Shivers comes away with it. Leaves it off for Guerra. He'll race right up the middle of the floor. Leaves it to the corner. Osborne, the 3 up. In and out, no good. Rebound tipped around. Who's got it? Fraser does. Eric Fraser was an offensive rebound machine at Corbin the other night. Guerra at the high post. Slip screen. There's Jensen, who will go to the line as he's hammered on the block. The foul will go on Zapata. It'll be his first. 9th foul of the half on the Eagles, and Blake Jensen to the stripe to shoot 2. Northwest yet to go to the line tonight. Tech's 10 of 12. That's a pretty good start. They lead 27-13. As Blake Jensen's free throw is up and rattles out, no good. Blake on the season at 62% at the line. He was 6 of 8 from the stripe in that win at Corbin back on the 21st of December. Second one is good, gets him into the book. 28-13 Tech at the 9:09 mark. He's working it up the near sideline, goes McGay-Fick. Reverse at far sideline to Potter. Now it's the free throw line. It's Wobrock. He'll turn on his man, drive to the basket, miss the runner, and a rebound pulled down by Tech in transition. It's Keegan Shivers, no look pass, trying to get it to Osborne, gets knocked away and out of bounds. It's Oregon Tech on a 12-0 run. And in backcourt, a foul called on Northwest off the inbound. Free throws coming for Tech as the Owls lobbed it all the way out to half court. Going up was Jensen to try to get it, and he got hogtied by Caleb Whalen, who will pick up his second. It should be the 10th team foul. No, they're going to say a 1-on-1. Figure out where that extra foul is or isn't. I got 10. Scoreboard says 9. Always love it when the score makes some sort of mistake. They try to figure out where it is. Doesn't really matter if Blake Jensen hits the first one. That's the way I always look at it. Be the same as a 2-shot foul. Just like that. Free throw good. It didn't matter. I have a feeling a foul was put on the wrong side of the book. We'll get it figured out at the next break. And it's going to be Grant Toll early. And so it'll be a turnover on Tech. Grant was early into the thing. You know what your guy looks like when he shoots free throws. That's a tough call for Tech. Our sideline, they lob to Zapata. He's doubled down there. Amano had it, lost it. Stolen away by the Owls. Jackson Cooper with it. Coop drives all the way in, spins left, lobs it back out to Guerra. 8:15 left in the period. Guerra has it high post. Gives it to Grant Toll, who's returned. Now to Cooper. Blake Jensen asking for it and has it. Works against the Potter. Goes right by him and scores. Oh, what a move by Blake Jensen. Faked left, went baseline. His man was like stuck in glue. And an easy 2 for him. 15-0 run for Tech. The lead is 18. Zapata high post, tries to lob, caught by Wobrock underneath, and he scores. Ends the run for Tech. Wobrock has 6 of the 15. Ware nearly lost his sneakers as he came up floor, had to put them back on. Jamison Guerra will sit in the center circle, throw to the free throw line. Cooper goes post to post inside. Jensen unable to finish, but they said he was fouled. The reach will be called against the Potter, and that will be his second. So we'll see where that extra foul was or was not. As it looks like with 2 shots here, the whistle blown, and we're going to use the media timeout early. 7:25 left here. First half, 31-15 Tech. Back after this.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
back here at Danny Miles Court trying to figure out where the missing foul was. And nonetheless, free throw set to come for Blake Jensen. Out of the timeout. Jensen, first one up and good. Didn't get the benefit of an extra chance when Grant Toll was early in the lane. The lead extended to 32-15. Second one also good. Tech with an 18-point lead. That's the largest. Jay Elmore back on for Tech. Is able to rush up floor, drive to the basket, and a finish for Whalen. And then a whistle. And sprawling to the floor after the shot was Jackson Cooper. So Tech now with Guerra and Cooper, Toll, Jay Elmore, and Jensen leading by 16 at the 7-minute mark. Northwest has gone to zone. High post, they work it to Toll. Inside, post-to-post pass, nearly stolen. Which way will they say? The officials are going to say which way. They haven't pointed one way or the other. And who's basketball? And I believe they're going to say Oregon Tech ball. Right in front of the Eagles bench, a hustle play that time by Jensen as he dove to the ground. And Keegan Shivers will come back in, working against the zone. And he will replace Grant Toll, so bring in another shooter. 6:56 left here in the period. And Tech will lob it into Elmore. Be great to see Elmore get back into the scoring column as they go right inside to Cooper, but he blew a layup. And a rebound pulled down by Potter as he comes up the other way. Potter to the corner, he threw it away. I'm not sure who he was throwing it to, maybe trying to get it to the concession stand. Jackson Cooper, 0 of 3 from the field so far tonight. All makeable chances. Tech is 8 of 17 from the field, but 14 of 17 at the line. He'll take that any day. Free throw line, they lob. Cooper catches underneath. This time, lays it in. Nice lob that time from Keegan Shivers to find it. Jackson Cooper into the score column. 18-point lead. Is driving in as McGahee Fick. Wobrock now to Whalen. Whalen works at the high post, steps into an 18-footer. About the worst shot you take in basketball. That one was way short. Long pass up floor. Tried to find it to Cooper, and he lost it. Stolen away. Wobrock at the other end, and before a shot's taken, a foul called on Tech. They'll call the reach on Jamison Guerra. It'll be his first. Eric Fraser back in. He'll go and get Blake Jensen. 4 team fouls on Tech as the Eagles are going to go deeper into their bench. Trent Williams on. And also is Manuel Crujeras. Elmore going to sit down. Back in quickly comes Osborne. 35-17 the score. Off the inbound, Wobrock with the lob. And he will score. Williams with a nice feed. Tech rushes back the other way. 35-19 Tech. Osborne to the free throw line, caught there by Guerra. Hesitation dribble out to Shivers, his three. Heel the rim and out, no good. Rebound to Northwest. Up the near sideline, works Whalen. Get it quickly to the corner, and Williams playing with 2 fouls. They'll lob it back to Caleb Whalen. Whalen off a high ball screen to the head of the key. A wide open 3 up and good by Wobrock. That's the key for Northwest, getting open looks. 5 in a row for Northwest. The lead is trimmed to 13. Working against zone. Shivers near sideline. They get it to the head of the key. Caught well outside the arc by Guerra. Fraser to the free throw line. Inside out. Guerra head of the key. Triple up and in. And Justin Parnell will use the timeout to work on his zone 0. 38-22, Tech has the lead. We're back here from Danny Miles Court after this.
Start the new year out with over $45,000 in cash and prizes at Clomoya Casino. The top prize climbs each week at our Wintertime Money Lift Friday drawings. Win up to $5,000 on January 31st. Win up to a 65-inch TV and $100 cash at the Football Fever Frenzy Hot Seats. And up to $250 free play at the Fortune Free Play Kiosk. Only at Clomoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
As we come out of the timeout, Northwest quickly gets the ball up floor, and a dribble drive in by Caleb Whalen, a scoop shot up and good. It's 38-24 as Tech gets it to the free throw line at the other end, working against zone. Driving in, Cam Osborne put up a shot, missed it as he went down hard. The rebound tracked down by Wobrock. 1-on-3, fast break for Wobrock. He got it stripped by Jamison Guerra. Oh my! Quickly the other way, it's Shivers, drives in, and what are they going to call? I believe a foul on Shivers. They'll say Shivers called for his first. 38-24 the score. As up the near sideline comes McGee. Near sideline, working as Wobrock. They lob it into Whalen, caught on the low block down there by Gutierrez. Outside an open look from three, won't go. And Shivers a rebound. Keegan now 5 rebounds, go along with 5 points. The lead is 14 for Tech. Guerra hands it off to Osborne with just under 4 minutes left here in the period. Tech's never trailed. To the free throw line, caught there. Guerra, spin dribble. Spins in against Gutierrez, throw it outside. Osborne gets his shot rejected out of bounds. It's blocked by Whalen with 11 to shoot. 3:34 left in the half. Tech 4 of 9 from three-point range. And they'll lob it into Jackson Cooper. Get it far sideline to Eric Fraser. To the free throw line, and Cooper swing it back. Osborne now from the near corner. That one won't go. And a rebound foul called on OIT. It'll be an over the back call on Jackson Cooper. It'll be his second. Blake Jensen in to replace it. Zapata also back in for Northwest. As McGay will walk it up floor. They get it far sideline. Williams has it. They throw to the free throw line. Wobrock's going to attack. But back to the head of the key where a 3 by Williams won't go. And a rebound tapped down to the hands of Guerra. Tried a long pass up floor. He got intercepted. Playing center field that time was Wobrock. To the head of the key, it's Whalen. He'll drive down the left side, nearly lose control of it. Tip it back to Wobrock with 20 to shoot. He'll try an NBA 3. No good. A rebound put back by Zapata won't go. And Tech able to get the rebound. It's Eric Fraser. Fraser leave it off for the trailer. It's Shivers to Guerra, who has 9 to 9. And Tech will slow it down, leading by 14 here with 2:38 left in the half. It's Guerra, Shivers looking to the free throw line, caught there by Jensen. They'll put it on the floor with one dribble, give it right back into the hands of Shivers, and he lost it, and a whistle away from the ball called on someone. Not sure who the call is on. It's going to be a turnover on Tech, and we'll see what the call is. I think the foul is going to go on Shivers, which in my book is his second. The official book has him for 3. but he only has 2. And so the officials will go to the replay monitor again. But we won't put the fouls per se in the book until they look at it. The foul, I believe, is going to go on Shivers nonetheless. We'll give him his second. And we'll wait to see. As officials are looking at our replay monitor, which is actually an iPad. Kellen Tygeson is our replay guy courtside. They will come over, and I think now they'll have Rick Batzel come over and look at it again and let the 3 of them decide whether it's a intentional foul, which would be 2 free throws and the basketball for Northwest, if it's a flagrant foul on Shivers or not. As they are replaying the foul, trying to get it to a different angle. There's 4 camera angles that they can choose to see the play. 1 that are on each sideline, kind of a far out shot that you could see the play. And then 1 that are on the sidelines, but I don't think those cameras will pick up that play. So they'll look at it. And so the officials still kind of taking a look at it, and it's like they do at the big league level, there in the NBA or NCAA level, where 2 officials will look at it, 1 will hold the basketball, then 1 will replace the other and do so again. So they're trying to determine what type of a foul. Is it a common foul? Is it not? And while all that's going on, we'll look at the final scores of the other games. College of Idaho and Corbin. Corbin ends C of I's home win streak, 59-56 a final. And C of I has lost tonight. At halftime, Eastern Oregon over Bushnell 35-22. And Southern Oregon, early second half, leading Evergreen 52-36. Games already, Warner Pacific defeated Walla Walla 83-79, and Lewis Clark State won at Multnomah 90-72. So the 3 officials now are sitting in the center circle, determining what the call is here. And we'll see what the call is. And I believe it is going to be an intentional foul that's called. They've not come to the scorers table to give us a reason of who the foul is on, but I believe it is a foul on Shivers, and it is an intentional foul. So 2 free throws coming. And the first one by Williams up and good. Trent Williams, junior from Curtis High and University Place, Washington, went to Tacoma CC. 68% for the year. And the second one is also good. Now Northwest should retain possession. So they will inbound. So the Eagles will get possession of the basketball. So free throws happen. Now they'll inbound along the near sideline. 2:26 left in the half. 38-26 in favor of the Owls. But that lead just dwindling away since the Eagles have gone to zone. Dave Fick to the high post and Wobrock. They look to try to lob it inside to Zapata. Can't. Instead, they'll hand it off to Whalen. He'll drive to the free throw line, working against Grant Toll, who's checked in for Shivers. 10 to shoot for Zapata. As he backs his way in, working against Blake Jensen. Bodies up, turns, right hand shot, and they say Blake got it. So the foul will be on Jensen. It'll be his first. And with 1:59 left here in the period, 2-shot opportunity for Zapata. 58% free thrower on the year. And the first one is good. 3 points for him off the bench. A guy who started a majority of the games a season ago for Rick Skeen's bunch. Team that doesn't have much back from last year's squad, as the second one is also good. And all of a sudden, it's a 10-point game with 2 minutes left. Bounce pass goes to the free throw line, caught there by Osborne. Into the hands of Fraser, lost the ball out of bounds. They said it's off of Eric Fraser. Tech with 10 first half turnovers. That's how many they average a game. And a lot of it just trying too hard. Dave Fick to the high post. Wobrock catches the far sideline to Whalen. They'll lob it over the defense. Caught there by McGay Fick. Near wing, Wobrock. He'll drive to the right elbow. Keep the dribble alive. Go right past Grant Toll. Missed the runner. Rebound Fraser. Here comes Guerra, middle of the floor. Bounce pass. It's Jensen to the basket. He gets blocked. No, they call a foul. Late whistle. And the foul is on Williams. That's going to be his third. And free throw set to come for Blake Jensen. First one on the way for Jensen. Looked short, was short. Williams checks out, Potter back in as the free throw, this time up and good. 39-28. 1:15 left here in the half. Dave Fick at the high post. Uses a left-hand dribble, drives all the way in, forces up a right-hand shot, no. Grant Toll skies to get the rebound for Tech. Into the hands of Guerra. Jamison Guerra all the way to the basket, jump stop, waits, he's double teamed. And he's gonna get fouled underneath by Wobrock. And Tech is in the bonus. And it'll be Jamison Guerra to the line to shoot a couple. Tech 15 and 19 at the line tonight. Northwest 4 of 4. They're a team that makes only 58% of their free throws on the year. Guerra 1 of 2 at the line tonight. First one up, heel the rim and down. He's the double figures with 10. Guerra had 12 points in that win against Corbin. Last time Tech took the floor 13 days ago. Second by Guerra. That one also good. 41-28 the score. As it'll be McGay Fick to work it up floor. The throw far sideline. Wobrock squares up against Toll. Drives into the basket. Bounce pass to the corner. Driving in. Layup good by Potter. Looked like a push off that time. They didn't call much. 8-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Tech will pull it all the way out to quarter court with Guerra along the sideline near the benches. He'll play the clock down to 10. He'll come off a Jensen pick, split the double team, throw the weak side. It's Eric Fraser for 2. First assist for Guerra tonight. Game clock is down to 8. 43-30 Tech. 5 seconds left in the half. It's Whalen well outside the arc. He'll step into a 3 at the horn, miss it. Rebound to Tech, and we are at halftime. 43-30. Oregon Tech has the lead at the break. Our first half numbers come up next here on our halftime report from Danny Miles Court after this.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown!
Woo! Mountain Dew.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face. I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Every year, Oregon Tech enrolls our next generation of graduates in engineering, health sciences, technology, business, and more, with the highest median starting salary of any college or university in Oregon. Now's your time at Oregon Tech.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Kind of a weird first half here from Danny Miles Cord as Oregon Tech has the lead going to the locker room by a score of 43-30. Just kind of a lackluster last probably 8 minutes of that half after Tech had built a lead to as many as 17, but it is a lead nonetheless. Joy Lees and the Lady Owls stop by. A resounding 82-42 win over Northwest. There was no post-Christmas mistakes or jitters for that team. Came out with a huge run late in the first half and put that game away early and got everybody on your bench a chance to play.
Yeah, that's always good when that happens, and got good minutes. I think we had one player who played more than 20 minutes, so that's always a good night when you can spread it out like that.
And I thought defensively, you and I talked about that earlier today, the fact that, defense turns into offense. You forced 28 turnovers, got in passing lanes all night long. You score 31 off those mistakes, and if you made free throws, maybe a few more, but just great job in collapsing, especially around their posts, and really didn't get much done for them inside the block.
No, we had 3 goals tonight. One was to force 25 or more turnovers. We did that. The second one was to get 15 or more offensive rebounds. We did that. And then the third one, we told them to 12 or fewer each quarter, and we almost got that.
A big win there for your team, but you look up and down your line score, and Kennedy Toll played great. Tatum Schmierbach played great. But it was your bench players that really came through. Brooke Anderson started to come into her own off the bench. Career high 12 for her tonight. Caitlin Wright played meaningful minutes, was just all over the passing lanes, filled up the stat line with 3 rebounds, 3 assists, career high 5 steals for her. And you were able to get the kids who practiced so hard. Everybody got 4+ minutes for your reserve players, and that only makes those kids better.
Oh, yeah, and they do practice so hard. So to be able to reward them tonight with some good minutes, and they play well together, too, and they support everyone so well that I was really proud of the effort they gave when they came in the fourth quarter.
You come away with a victory here tonight. You look at the other scores on the women's side. Warner Pacific this afternoon beat Walla Walla 66-56. LC, a tighter game than the score really indicates, 78-70 at Multnomah. College of Idaho wins at the buzzer over Corbin 61-59, a game that they were trailing in the second half. Eastern rallies from an early deficit to beat Bushnell by 10. Southern does what Southern does, 82-40 over Evergreen. They're now at 6-0. You're a game back, SOU. That game a month from now is going to loom large, but tomorrow you get Evergreen State. You got a 6-4 post, and Jalen Sackrider you got to deal with, a good guard who will take the ball to the basket. But the ability for you to, I think, get so many players minutes definitely makes it a lot better in terms of second night in as many to be able to be fresh for tomorrow afternoon's game.
Yeah, it's huge for us to be able to give some players some rest so we can come out ready to go tomorrow because, you talk about Jalen Sackrider. She's playing better than I've ever seen her play, and she's tough. She's big and athletic and finishes around the hoop and runs hard, and, Josie Ramos has a job tomorrow, so.
We'll see how that goes. Joy, congratulations on the big W. We'll see if we can do it again tomorrow.
All right, thanks.
That's the head coach of the Lady Owls, Joy Lees. We'll come back. We'll take a look at the first half numbers. Tech leads at the break, 43-30 here in the men's side. We're back here on our halftime report on 92.5 KLAD.
Start the new year out with over $45,000 in cash and prizes at Clomoya Casino. The top prize climbs each week at our Wintertime Money Lift Friday drawings. Win up to $5,000 on January 31st. Win up to a 65-inch TV and $100 cash at the Football Fever Frenzy Hot Seats. And up to $250 free play at the Fortune Free Play Kiosk. Only at Clomoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Clown Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Clown Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, We're in. At
We're at halftime here from Danny Miles Court. Oregon Tech leading Northwest 43-30 at the break. And in that first half, Tech at one point had made a big run and gotten themselves a huge lead. You look back at that period, Northwest was within 3 at 16-13. But Tech used themselves a 15-0 run. Blake Jensen, Eric Fraser had key buckets in that. Keegan Shivers had 5 as well. And the lead grew all the way out to 18 points on 3 different occasions. The last at 35-17, but Northwest would chip away, get it down to 10 on a Manuel Zapater free throw at 38-28 before Tech was able to extend the lead on an Eric Fraser layup late in the period at 43-30 going to halftime. Looking at those first half numbers for Oregon Tech, they shoot 11 of 23 from the field, 48%. They were 4 of 9 from three-point range and made 17 out of 21 from the free throw line. Northwest 12 of 30 from the floor, 40%. They were 2 out of 12 from three-point range and made all 4 of their free throws. Rebounds, Tech has dominated 23-8, but the turnover game, the problem of it, Tech 10 turnovers to Northwest 7. The Eagles have turned those in to 10 first half points. Individually, Tech led by 12 from Eric Fraser, 11 from Jamison Guerra. They got 6 from Blake Jensen, 5 from Keegan Shivers, 4 for Cam Osborne, just 1 of 6 from the field, 3 off the bench from Grant Toll and 2 from Jackson Cooper. Northwest led by 11 from Nash Wobrock, 5 from guard Trent Williams. Added 4 each from Potter and Whalen and got 2 from Magosa for their 30 points. Again at halftime, 43-30, Tech has the lead. We'll look at the other scores when we come back, as we are here at halftime from Danny Miles Court. .272. The biggest win of the night, though, is Corbin, as they get 23 points from Spivey Word, and they upset College of Idaho 59-56, ending C of I believe, their 49-game home conference win streak. And it was Corbin that had the last win against C of I believe it was back in 2019. The other 2 games still going on around the league. Eastern Oregon and Bushnell, they are in the second half in the Grand Eastern running away with it, 45-30 the score there. And also Southern Oregon 84-50, they lead Evergreen, 4 minutes left in that one. We'll see Evergreen tomorrow here at Danny Miles Court. That's a 5 o'clock start. We'll have the Justin Parnell show at 4:30, so we hope that you will tune in for that one. Different lineup for Northwest to start the second half. Wobrock, Whalen, McGay-Fick, Potter, and Zapater for them. Tech will have their normal 5. Guerra, Osborne, Fraser, Shivers, and Jensen. As the ball to be inbounded, Northwest with the basketball, trailing by 13. Tech's largest lead has been 18. Outside the arc, McGay-Fick with a skip pass to the corner. Wobrock has it there. They lob inside to Zapater. He'll drive in, get doubled, throw it to the head of the key, and before the shot is taken, a travel called in the paint against Zapater. Turnover number 8 on Northwest as they put the smaller Cam Osborne on the big, and then got the help side defense from Blake Jensen, and it forced the turnover. So Tech with a defensive stop, now with the basketball. The high post, they swing it. Osborne near wing, goes right past his guy, goes right at the basket and scores. Easy two that time from Cam Osborne. He used a little pump fake, went right down the baseline, gets his second field goal of the night. Near sideline, stepping into a three, unable to get that one is Whalen, and the rebound goes to Shivers, his 7th. That leads all players. In fact, Shivers has as many rebounds as Northwest does. Bounce pass goes at the free throw line, caught there by Jensen. Then outside the arc, it's Guerra. Guerra head and shoulder fake, drives the baseline, keeps the dribble alive, tries to skip a pass, goes in the hands of Osborne with 10 to shoot. Cam Osborne, ball at the hip, turns right past his guy, goes right at the basket once again, and he scores. As he beat Potter off the dribble and just elevated, thought about dunking it, went with a fingertip layup, and it's a 17-point Tech lead. 47-30 at the 18:35 mark. Zapater goes inside, pass tipped away by Jamison Guerra. Up floor, it's Osborne to the basket. No, tipped up and in by Fraser. And a timeout going to be called on the floor as a player down for Northwest. And the player down is Potter. 49-30, it's the largest lead of the night for Oregon Tech. As it was Eric Fraser that tapped that one in. (49-30) in favor of Tech, and you never like seeing it with an injured player. And while he is down, we'll take a quick timeout.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
So in for Northwest following the injury to Potter comes Philip Magosa. 49-30 Tech. They've scored the first 6 coming out of the locker room. Wobrock goes inside. Zapater. Spin dribble, looked like he traveled again. Shuffled his feet and turnover Northwest. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers for the Eagles to start the back half. And Tech's converted off of each of them. As it'll be Guerra to walk it up floor. Northwest traffic. Cam Osborne far corner. Surveying things. It'll tip it off to the hands of Guerra at the high post. Guerra looks right. Instead drives in. Goes backdoor to Fraser, who tips it to the corner. Shivers will try one from there. No, but the offensive rebound goes to Jensen. Leaves it right back to Keegan. Shivers for 2. Blake Jensen, 2 assists tonight. That's a rarity. And the lead is 21. 51-30. Near sideline, McGay-Fick. Zapater at the high post, and he threw it away. 4 possessions, 4 turnovers for Northwest. And the Eagles are going to use a timeout. And boy, do they need one right here. 51-30, Tech on an 8-0 run to start the second half. Back after this.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
Out of the timeout, Manuel Crejeras in for Northwest to replace a Petter. It's Tech on an 8-0 run to start the second half with the basketball. Working against zone pressure. Near corner, it's Guerra. Drives in, leaves it off. Jensen went up for the dunk, and a late whistle and a foul. The foul will be called on Magosa. It'll be his first. And Blake Jensen, who in the first half was 4 out of 6 at the line, will go to the stripe. Tech 17 of 21 at the stripe. They've outscored Northwest 17-4. As Jensen's free throw rattles around and drops. Dominic Wilson in, replacing Wobrock. 52-30 Tech. Second one, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Eagles. It went to Whalen. Quickly the other way, Magosa, who loves to shoot the three, has it with a left-hand dribble. They'll reverse the basketball, far sideline to McGay-Fick, working against Osborne. Now near sideline, it's Whalen. Whalen, as Tech switches every screen, he's going to drive all the way in, spin it up with a left hand, no. Rebound goes out of bounds to Oregon Tech. Sitting on his caboose was Whalen, out of bounds as Shivers had touched the ball to him, and he was sitting out of bounds, so there's where the ball goes back to Tech. 9-0 run to start the period. Fraser has it near wing. Throw it to Osborne well outside the arc. To Guerra in the corner. They'll reverse the basketball back to Cam Osborne. Bounce pass to Fraser. Hesitates the dribble as he keeps it alive with the right hand. Spins into traffic. Lost control of it. It'll be a held ball. And the arrow will go to Oregon Tech. So tackle inbound along the far sideline. It'll be Shivers to do so. I'm wondering if they felt there should have been a reset on that play or not, if there was a turnover. Officials said, no, we'll just play on. A bounce pass goes near sideline. Keegan Shivers has it. Into the center of the floor to Osborne with 10 to shoot. Cam directing traffic with a left-hand dribble. He lobs backdoor looking for Fraser and threw it away. Stepping in front of it was Crejeras. Up the other way comes Whalen. Lobs inside. And Crejeras lost it out of bounds, but they said last touch by Tech. Manuel Crejeras from Spain. The inbound pass goes to McGay-Fick. High post, stepping in front of it, and stolen by Osborne. Up floor, it's Jensen all the way to the basket, and he gets fouled. That was a quick steal by Tech. Magosa will pick up the whistle to be his second. And more free throws coming here for Blake Jensen. 7 points and 5 rebounds for the big man. Jensen averages 10 and 5, as we'll see Dakota Reber checking in for the first time tonight as a free throw up and good. Reber going to come in for Eric Fraser. And it'll be Trent Williams to check in for McGay-Fick. 53-30. Make it 54-30. As up the near sideline comes Whalen. Whalen. Williams lost it out of bounds, and they're going to say it was off a hip. Another Northwest turnover. They have not been able to score here in the second half, and Tech scored the first 11. Jackson Cooper to check in at the next whistle. As it's Guerra up floor. Bounce pass to Osborne. No look pass. Reber underneath for 2. Tech tried the same play with Fraser moments ago. Couldn't get it. This time Reber elevated. Driving in. Shot rejected. As the layup that time was missed. Blake Jensen got it into Shivers. To the corner and Reber, a 3. No. Jensen gets pushed on the rebound. And the foul called on the Eagles. See who that foul was called on. Trying to see who that foul was called on. As it'll be inbounded. Goes to Dakota Reber. Reber on the low block, can't finish. Offensive rebound though, tracked down by Keegan Shivers. Shivers, no look pass, inside. Shot rejected as Cooper went up. They come down the near sideline, pass inside. Cruhages turns, left his shot way short. Long rebound tapped out. For a 3 by Williams, it's no good. And Guerra has the rebound, but he lost it. Back to Hagan. And a foul called, I think, on the rebound. No, it's a rebound foul. Foul be on Cruhages. Cam Osborne to the bench. Jay Elmore on for him. 56-30. As Guerra walks it up floor. Goes to the free throw line, out to Shivers. Back to Jay Elmore, triggers a 3, short. Rebound pulled down by Northwest. It goes to Wilson. Quickly up the other way. Williams tried to go inside, and it's tipped away by Tech with 14:21 left in the ballgame. Wobrock back in. Whalen to the bench. As it'll be Williams to inbound. Lobs in, shot still no good. As it was Harris that missed it. 56-30 Tech at the 14-minute mark. They have opened the second half on a 13-0 run and have clamped down defensively. Free throw line, it's Guerra. Swings it outside, Shivers alone, the 3, yes! 59-30 Tech. Huge run to start the second half for OIT. Off a screen is Williams, drives in, Cooper took it from him. Jackson Cooper 3-on-2 to Shivers all the way in. 61-30, they've doubled them up. 13:30 left of the ball game. Mugaria has it, hands it back off near sideline to Williams. Bounce pass to the baseline and Wilson. Backing his way in, working against Jay Elmore. Leave it back outside the arc. Williams drives all the way in, forced up a shot, and finally Northwest on the board. Williams has 7. 61-32. It ended a run of 18-0 to start the second half by the Hustlin' Owls. And they're working against the zone. Free throw line, it's Guerra. Swing it to Shivers. He'll try another 3. Same spot. This time in and out. Reber fought for the rebound, but it's off of his hands and out of bounds. And it looks like we got a timeout on the floor. 12:53 left in the ball game. Tech leads 61-32. Back after this.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Back here at Klamath Falls and Danny Miles score. 12:53 left in the ball game. Tech going to go to their bench. Grant Toll back in along with Cam Osborne. Northwest going to stay with their same 5. As it'll be Northwest basketball trailing by 29. Zapater also back in for the Eagles. Is driving in, penetrating the lane, turnaround jump hook by Wilson in traffic is good. 4 in a row for the Eagles. 61-34 after Tech opened the half on an 18-0 run. Jackson Cooper at the free throw line. Looks to attack Zapater. Spins him into the lane. Forced up a right-hand runner. No. Got his own rebound. Oh, they said it was off of Cooper and out of bounds. Not been Jackson Cooper's night. 1 of 6 from the field, just 2 points. 61-34 the score. On the wrong sideline, pull-up jump shot, up and good by Magosa. 61-36, so the Eagles with quick 6 points in a row. Tech using a little bit different lineup as they go near side. Reber a pull-up 3, and he knocks it down. Reber 5 quick points here in the second half off the bench. Far sideline, driving in, Reber with a swat. No, they're going to call goaltending. So they'll count the basket by Magosa. They said it was on the way down, I guess. Parnell couldn't believe it. Looked like it was still on its way up. Reber was way above the basket on that one. Reber near angle. Looking to reverse the basketball. Grant Toll catches near corner, waits for the double team. They'll get it to the high post. Reber has it there. 7 to shoot. Reber, a pass got tipped into the hands of Cooper. Right back to Reber, and he scores. Cooper found it. 66-38. Looked like it could have been a shot clock violation. Didn't happen. Our sideline, Magosa. Get it back into the hands of Wilson. High post to Wobrock. 2 dribbles with the left hand, and then Williams catches at the high post. Got double team. They throw it back out. Wobrock tries a 3. In and out, and the rebound at Grant Toll. Tech continues to run. Up the middle of the floor. Works Cam Osborne. Leading by 28 points at the 10:40 mark. Northwest packed into the zone. They've extended it out a bit as it's Osborne. No look pass to Reber. Now Toll. 12 to shoot. Head of the key. Step into a 3 is Dakota Reber. Looks off the mark, no good. And a rebound foul is going to be called underneath. The foul will be called on Wilson as Tech sets to make some substitution. 3 off, 3 on. Guerra back in, Fraser back in, Jensen back in. Osborne stays along with Cooper. As Tech will inbound it to half court. Leading 66-38. Pass inside to Cooper, spins in on Zapater, and he finds Jensen, who gets hit. And the foul will be called on Wilson. So the foul on Wilson, he's got 4. Free throw set to come for Blake Jensen. 7 of 10 at the line, trying to get himself to double figures. And his free throw, no good. Tech is 20 of 26 at the line. It's among the top nights that Tech has had in terms of made and attempted free throws this year. As Jensen missed both. And the rebound tracked down by Wilson. Working out of backcourt comes Magosa. Swings a pass near wing. Wobrock has it well outside the arc. He'll lob it inside Zapater, tips it to the head of the key where a three by Magosa is up and good. Magosa, 24% three-point shooter. Kid from Slovenia. At a season high 11 against Providence, has 9 tonight. 66-41 as Fraser looks to lob. Gets it inside, working down low is Cooper. He gets swatted again. And the rebound to Wobrock. Swing pass near sideline. Driving all the way in. What's the call? I think it's going to be a block on Tech. And I think it's going to be a non-shooting foul on the reach on Jackson Cooper. Shivers has 12 and 10, a double-double for him. Fraser has 14, Guerra 11 for the hustlin' out. Wobrock has 11, that leads Northwest. As they'll inbound it to Zapater. And he turns, forced up a right-hand jump hook, and that one's up and in. Zapater has 6. 66-43 Tech. 9:20 left in the ball game. Near sideline, they work it to Cooper. No look pass. Osborne's by himself. The three ball splashes home. Cam Osborne with his first made three of the night. Tech at 7 made threes for the ball game. As Mugosa again alone for three, missed that one. Rebound Osborne. Up floor to Guerra. Jamison bounce pass. They try to go inside. It's tipped around. Who's got it? It's Cooper. Cooper lost it along the far sideline. Magosa stole it, lobs it inside, shot won't go. That was Williams that missed it. Cooper the rebound. Tech comes quickly back the other way. Jackson Cooper played a lot of minutes so far tonight. Bounce pass goes Cooper, free throw line. Squares up on his man. Bodies a patter to the floor. Got stripped again. Stolen away by the Eagles in transition. They throw to the corner, three by Williams. It won't go. Rebound Fraser for Oregon Tech. Neither team shooting the basketball well for right now. Is Guerra going to walk it up floor, and the Owls will use a timeout. 8:14 left in the game. 69-43 Tech. We're back after this. Tech will have their starting five back out on the floor coming out of the break. The officials are going down and going to take a look at something on the monitor. Not sure what it is. Scott Allen sitting next to me said Yellowstone's on the monitor. I would love to watch that right now. He also said maybe it's Bluey. I thought that's a comical one. And we'll see what the officials say. I honestly think a lot of times referees, when they know that that they can play with a tablet of some sort, that they will. We'll wait to see exactly. Could be who the last foul was on, maybe. As I go back and look during the last segment, it was not a whole lot going on. Tech got a rebound, came up floor. So not sure exactly what they may be trying to determine, whether or not maybe it was a 2 or a 3. And so one of the things they're looking at was the goaltending charge that was called on Dakota Reber, whether or not the ball was on its way up or on the way down. And so they will look at it again. So they're going back a ways to see whether or not that 2 points should count. And so the hard part with that is having to go back and figure out exactly when in the game that occurred. And then you got to go back through the box score and try to figure out exactly what the point of the game was that occurred. The easiest thing to do right now is to say that, hey, it just counts and we just play on. And so we'll see what they decide to do here. It'd be a block by Reber if that was the case. Whether the shot was on its way up or down. We have good angle from the camera that is behind that basket to be able to see that. That is something that is very easily to see. And we'll see what the officials decide. So they said they cannot tell on the view whether or not it was goaltending or not, so they will play on. But that's what the camera's there for. So as they say in football, they say the call stands. And Tech will have the basketball, working against zone defense for Northwest. Jamison Guerra high post to the free throw line, and Cam Osborne. He'll turn, put up a jump shot, and knock it down. Give Cam 13. 4 of the 5 starters for Tech are in double figures. Blake Jensen, the only one, and he's just 1 point off of that. At the free throw line, that's Kruhages. To the top of the key, quick 3 won't go. Tech trying to keep it alive and can't. As it was Magosa trying a 3 and missed. Logan Deeby's going to check in. The big fella at 6'10", giving Blake Jensen a little breather. As the Eagles will inbound, they go right to Wobrock. Turns with a right hand and scores. Wobrock has 13. That leads the Eagles. Inside, Osborne has it. Near corner to Eric Fraser's had a good night. Outside the arc to the head of the key is Squara. Splits a double team. Forces up a right-hand shot, missed it. And a rebound pulled down by the Eagles. Squara doesn't miss that one very often. Harris got the board. Now near sideline to Whalen, who's returned. Wobrock, far corner. Ball between the circles. Back to Wobrock. Step back, long 3, no good. Osborne elevates, gets the rebound for Tech. Cam Osborne up the middle of the floor. Waits for the trailer. It's Jamison Guerra. Outside, no look pass. Inside, there's Thebe. Steps through and scores. Logan Thebe, his first points. 73-45, back to a 28-point lead. 6:40 left in the ball game. Stepping into another 3 go the Eagles. And the rebound tipped all the way out into the hands of Jamison Guerra. Up floor, no look pass. There's Thebe again for a 2-hand flush. Great look that time from Keegan Shivers. The lead is 30 at 75-45. Wilson has it near sideline. High post driving in Wobrock. Skip it outside the arc, and it's lost out of bounds by Wilson. And a turnover Northwest. Reber back in. SC Tresvant for the first time tonight on for Tech. And for Northwest, Jaron Hansen in for the first time. Jaron Hansen, kid from Seattle. He'll go to Reber at the elbow. He'll just catch there, shoot, miss the shot. Thebe the offensive rebound. Big man, jump stop, shot, no. Rebound tips around again on the floor. Caught down there for a Shivers three, no. And the rebound of the Eagles. Inside, working on the low block is Hansen. And he's steady and smooth and finishes his first two. But his Tech goes right back up floor. Thebe missed the basketball. And a turnover by Logan. 5:25 left. Wobrock high post, spins his way in and gets fouled by Reber. Reber will pick up the whistle. It'll be his first. Free throws are going to come for Nash Wobrock. 75-47 Tech. Tech at 48% from the field on the night. They've missed a lot of easy ones. Is Jay Elmore going to check in along with Grant Toll as Wobrock to the stripe. 73% on the year. And his first one is good. Tech's going to sub 3, it looks like. Jackson Cooper on, Jay Elmore on, as I mentioned, Toll. Trezvant and Reber, the two that stay. 75-48 Tech. As the second one won't go, and the rebound goes to Grant Toll. Give him 4 on the night, playing some meaningful minutes. Trezvant, the redshirt freshman, working against zone. SC near corner to Reber, right back to Trezvant. Give it to a wide open Jay Elmore. Threw up an air ball. I've never seen that. Jay kind of smiling, looks at SC and said, hey, saw you throw up an air ball at Bushnell the other night, then came back and hit 3 straight free throws. See if they go back to Elmore and get him knock one down. It's a 27-point Tech lead. Off a screen at the high post, it's Wilson. Tech's played man all night. Our sideline, Magosa drives to the free throw line. Trying to fall down, spins one up. Somehow it got in. Wow. 75-50. 4:35 left in the ball game. He was falling down and flipped it. Inside, Cooper catches. Skip it outside the arc to Reber. He'll try one from the corner. Left it way short, but followed his own shot. Bounce pass outside. Now Grant Toll for 3. No. Jackson Cooper, 3rd chance. No. Jackson Cooper, 4th chance. Yes. So Jackson Cooper gets in the book. 77-50. Magosa. Matamano for the first time is in. Drive in, shot up, shot short. That one was by Whalen. The rebound to Elmore. Long pass by Trezvant in traffic. Cooper comes away with it and gets fouled. With 3:51 left in the ballgame. Tech still trying to run the lanes. As a foul's called on Amano. Junior from the state of Hawaii. As it looks like it'll be a 2-shot opportunity for Jackson Cooper. Quiet night for him. 4 points and 4 rebounds. Coop has scored in double figures in 9 of the 11 games this year. Only person who's scored in double figures more is Jamison Guerra, who's now scored at double figures 10 times in 12 games. As Coop's free throw rattles in. Manuel Crujeras in, who's played a few minutes here in the second half. Logan Thebe going to come in for Coop if he can hit the second. But he can't. Reber fought and got the offensive rebound. Another chance for Tech. They have dominated the glass, plus 28. And now play stopped. And I think the shot clock reset to 30 instead of 20. And I think that was why they were going to try a back pick. And that'll get Logan Thebe in. We have a secondary squad working the clocks today due to the still on break. So it's difficult at times. SC Trezvant, bounce pass to the corner and Dakota Reber. Now it's Grant Toll. He'll body his way to the basket, force up a shot and score. Grant Toll season high 5 points to go along with 4 rebounds. 80-50, the lead back to 30 for Tech. Near sideline, driving the baseline. Fadeaway shot by Whalen. They say he's fouled. Now will go on SC Tresvant. As it looks like Garrett Osborne off the bench. Kid from Redmond. Guy, when he plays with a lot of energy. This will be Whalen, 4 points tonight, his first trip to the line. Only 4 free throw attempts for the junior this year. His free throw is good. Whalen has 5 off the bench. Reber to the bench. Tech going to give Osborne a chance. One more set to come here for Whalen. 2 of 10 from the field. Again, Northwest playing without a couple starters tonight. As the second one is good, and Rick Skeen will use a timeout. 3:21 left. It's all Oregon Tech tonight. We're back after this.
There is a quiet epidemic happening. Male depression and suicide are on the rise, but men are not encouraged to talk about it. Instead, they hear phrases like, be a man up, boys don't cry. These statements imply that men cannot express emotion or become hurt. Yet 8 out of 10 suicides in the United States are male. It's okay to talk about it. If you feel the need to talk to someone about your mental health or thoughts of suicide, call or text 988. The Crisis and Suicide Lifeline is available 24/7.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
Back here from Danny Miles' court, it'll be Oregon Tech basketball coming out of the break. After the timeout by Northwest. Garrett Osborne on for the first time in a while, working against the zone. SC Tresvant near sideline, give it to Osborne outside the yard. Shot clock is at 15. Now near side, they play keep away. Toll, Osborne, he'll try baseline, body his way to the basket, no. And a rebound goes in the hands of Crujeris. Up the near sideline, Magosa drives all the way in, tips it to Amano, now head of the key to Whalen. Using a right hand dribble, Caleb Whalen crosses over, pulls back, jump shot short, and a rebound goes to Garrett Osborne. Osborne down the near sideline. SC Tresvant all the way in, and he's going to draw contact. Tech going to go deeper into their bench. So SC Tresvant to the line. Both teams going to make a couple substitutions. As SC at the line. 75% free thrower and hits the first of 2. Should be one more. That was weird. Waiting for the second. And the officials, after all the substitutions and stuff, are like, oh yeah. Scott Clark and Rick Batzel and Robbie Sasaniak doing the game today. Quincy Townsend, true freshman. Caden Gronick, true freshman, both in. Playing their 3rd games of the year. They can play in 2 more and still use a redshirt year, which I would think they would. At the free throw line, it's Hansen working against Townsend. Kid from Mountain View High. High post, works Wilson, drives all the way in. Quincy did a great job there, and Gronick the rebound as he stood his ground. Tech up floor. Caden Gronick going to work all the way to the free throw line. Swing it outside. It's Townsend. Spot up three. It's strong. Long rebound pulled down by Amano, and here comes Northwest. Amano along the far sideline. 2 minutes left in the game with Tech leading by 30. Off a screen, works Nugosa. Back to Amano, well outside the arc. Couple dribbles with the right hand. Gronick cuts him off. They tip it back outside the arc. Now Wilson inside Crew Harris. Bodies up against Logan Thebe. A little drop step and gets past the big man and scores. First points for Crew Harris. 82-54. 1:40 left in the ball game. Trezvon at the hash mark far side. Stepped back and gave it up. A turnover. Thought he was fouled. They didn't call it. Quickly the other way, all the way in. Nice spin through the lane by Magosa. Season high 13 for him. 82-56. Tech will come up floor. Gronick will have it right in front of us. Tech with a couple point guards, both Gronick and SC Trezvon on the floor at the same time. They'll burn the clock down to 14 before they start the offensive set. Shot clock is at 10. Gronick knifes the dribble between his legs. He'll step back, fake on a three, throw to the corner. Osborne back out. Gronick, a long range three, rattles home. Give the true freshman a triple. Koenig Gronick the bucket. 85-56 Oregon Tech. Inside the final minute. Lob inside, caught down there by Hansen, blew the layup. Rebound pulled down by SC Trezvon. He'll go coast to coast all the way in, shot no good. Rebound pulled down by the visitors. It's Amano down the far sideline. Inside the final 30 seconds. They go inside, caught down there by Hansen. Works his way in, steps through, shot won't go. Rebound tipped around, and Gronick is going to come away with it. It looked like he was fouled. No, they didn't call it. Gronick will have it, and Tech will run out the clock. And Oregon Tech will come away with a 29-point win, the largest victory margin against Northwest University this year. And for the Hustlin' Owls, they will extend a win streak to 4 in a row with Evergreen State coming into town tomorrow night. A well-played game on both sides, but when it's all said and done, it's all Oregon Tech this evening. 85-56 Tech the final. We'll have our happy post-game show next here on 92.5 KLAD.
Every year, Oregon Tech enrolls our next generation of graduates in engineering, health sciences, technology, business, and more, with the highest median starting salary of any college or university in Oregon.